We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Here's Rajai Davis now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for the Yankees, right fielder, Rajai Davis.
And we are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. HR, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like the pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Morneau looks this one in for the first out of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will be in time to take care of Ellsbury, and there are 2 gone now. So striding in, Gary Sanchez. He's got that average up near the 340 mark to start play, so he's liable to have an impact in this one as well. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Well, this has been a frustrating at bat. He's got to really get his emotions intact. First, he got a call he didn't like. Then he takes an ugly swing.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. The throw to first. Got him. Here's Ben Revere. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, center fielder, Ben Revere.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak. Popped up, calling for it. Headley, 1 out. Colton Wong will stand in. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Reyes. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gregorius into shallow center, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Justin Morneau. Batting average is a likely source of pride for him, currently sitting in the high 320s. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. Here's Chase Headley. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s.
Headley.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Burns is there. One pitch, one out. Stepping up now, Aaron Judge. He enters play in this one with his batting average up over the 320 mark. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one. Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Batting second.
Here's Didi Gregorius. At the moment, he's got a 270 batting average for the season. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now.
This has been a remarkable start to the game. You talk about pitch count. Now, he only threw 9 pitches in the first inning, and here he is with another chance in the second inning to go single digits again. He's set up pretty good to go deep in this game.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder, Ryan Schimpf. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first-pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
And he misses with it. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is fouled at the plate. He'll try again. 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in is the catcher, Dioner Navarro. High pop-up. Castro coasts under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Billy Burns. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball up in the hundreds. Man, you just got to get yourself ready to let it fly. Get your hands through the zone as quick as you can.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Here's a high pop-up. Headley is over, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Starlin Castro. He'll begin things here against Matt Harvey.
Baseman, Starlin Castro.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
Morneau ranging into the outfield, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 8.
Here's Chris Carter now. Hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Boy, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get him to chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away. But he led off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Schimpf is there for it. 2 down.
Batting
Into
ninth,
the box now,
the pitcher,
Luis
number
Severino.
40.
This guy's
Luis
still looking at a 0
Severino.
in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Matt Harvey. He'll lead
Leading
things
off
off
for the
here in
night.
this one-run contest.
Matt Harvey.
Pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Carter will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number
Striding in
25.
once again, Ben
Ben
Revere. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Goodness gracious, Matt. 100 miles an hour. No wonder he swung and missed. You're not catching up to that pitch. No way.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 1 out, nobody on. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Judge will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Second baseman, number
Ready
16.
for another chance? Colton Wong. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Here's the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rajai
Leading off for the
Davis.
Yankees,
He'll try to get it
right
going here to
fielder,
begin the 4th.
Rajai Davis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. For the shortstop, Reyes. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now
So
batting,
stepping in,
the center fielder,
Jacoby Ellsbury
Jacoby
comes into this at-bat
Ellsbury.
0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
That's a pretty good break right there. Breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware. That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And that misses 2-2. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Pitch rides in on him here as this is popped weakly toward the left side of the infield. And he'll squeeze this one for the
Now
second
batting,
out.
catcher,
Digging
Gary
in to try it again.
Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. 0 for 1
Leading
for him here in this
here
one.
In the fourth, the shortstop, number 7.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Popped up. Gregorius is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in now, Justin Morneau. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And he lays off for ball one. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And they can't run it down.
Man, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
First offering on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Judge is under it. And the inning is over. Here's Chase Headley. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Third baseman, Chase Headley.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Revere is under it. Makes the play. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Matt, here we are in the 5th inning, and he swings at a ball out of the zone. It's indicative of how they're playing right now. He's taking advantage of their aggressiveness, and that's why there's a shutout going.
Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees. Here's Didi Gregorius. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Didi Gregorius.
First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Here's Starlin Castro as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw to the plate. Throw won't get him. Digging in, Chris Carter. He popped out in his first trip.
Chris Carter.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch to third. There's one. On to Morneau, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
He's putting on a clinic. We may as well say, here comes the batter. Strike one, because everybody's 0-1. The first pitch strike, he's thrown a first pitch strike to every hitter in this game. When you do that, forget about it. 0-1, what a place to pitch from.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in is the catcher, Dioner Navarro. And here's a fastball called for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now batting, Billy Burns. He popped out in his first trip.
Burns.
Dustin Pedroia will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Here comes the first pitch. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Now in the box, Matt Harvey. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Matt Harvey.
He's set. Here it comes. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Davis is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Luis Severino comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Luis Severino.
And not the greatest of starts to the at bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. McCutchen over to his left. One out. Ready for another chance. Rajai Davis. Right, no hits in two trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Davis will round first and make his way to second now. And he'll pull into second with one away. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Ellsbury.
Swinging a soft liner. That's in there. Base hit. Davis is on his way home, and the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead. Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way, and Ellsbury's running. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. The relay, but he is in there. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chase Headley. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Hey now.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And now a swing from Headley as he sends a ground ball to second base. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch towards second, and this is taken for the out. Here's Ben Revere. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
For the Mets, center fielder Ben Revere.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. There to take it is Gregorius for the first out. Colton Wong will stand in. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Striding in once again, Didi Gregorius. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Jerry Blevins is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
The Mets, number 39, Jerry Blevins. A defensive change for the Mets. Now catching, number 29, Francisco Cervelli.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Into the upper deck, but foul.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in once again, Starlin Castro. A hit in 2 tries so far. Soft liner towards short, and an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out. Into the box now, Chris Carter. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's the first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
The traditional 7th inning stretch.
Here's Justin Morneau. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Leading off for the Mets, first baseman, Justin Morneau.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. At the plate, Andrew McCutchen, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Way in front of a great slider that time. Boys, we see the pitch count.
It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him. I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Stepping up now, Ryan Schimpf. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Lofted in the air out to right field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Ready for another shot now, Luis Severino. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Matt Holliday is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 17, Matt Holliday.
Nate Jones has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
65, Nate Jones.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ji-Man Choi is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
36, Ji-Man Choi.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And Ben, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch. That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Rajai Davis stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Slice down the left side, but foul. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Reyes will put this one away, and the side is retired. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Dylan Betances.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this is low, ball one. And now pitch on the way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Yeah, well, down two. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Left fielder, Billy Burns.
Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Standing in now, the pitcher, Nate Jones. So with two away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. Jay Bruce will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19, Jay Bruce.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Ellsbury is under it. And that ends the inning. Craig Kimbrell enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Gary Sanchez. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's Chase Headley, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Chase Headley.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. This is flared out towards second. Oh, he makes the stop. He's up with it, the throw. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Aaron Judge. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. Skied into very shallow right. McCutchen on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So striding forward now, Ben
Leading off in
Revere.
the bottom
He'll
of the
lead
ninth,
things off against
center
Betances,
fielder,
who looks to lock
Ben
down the victory.
Revere.
Aroldis Chapman
attention, please.
comes on looking for a
Now
save
pitching
here
for
in
the
the bottom of the
Yankees.
ninth inning.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Wilmer
attention,
Flores
please.
will be summoned to
Pinch
pinch
hitting
hit
for the
here to
Mets.
start the bottom of the
Number 4.
ninth. And remember, they need
Wilmer
2 to tie,
Flores.
3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Back-to-back changeups and fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
And the changeup is way low that time. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Second baseman,
At the
number
plate,
16.
Colton Wong. He'll look to bounce
Your
back
attention,
after
please.
striking out his
Pinch
last
hitting
time
for the
up.
Mets.
David Wright
Number
will
5.
move into the on-deck circle
David
now to try to get something
Wright.
started here. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And a good 0-2 pitch there, but Wright able to lay off to make it a ball and 2 strikes. Now here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Ellsbury. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there are 2 gone now.
Number 7.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
That's a good fastball down the zone. Now, some hitters are good low ball hitters, but that's exactly where you want to be.
Bouncer down the line. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Hey, look at the numbers. This is what you want from your starting pitcher. He gave him 7 strong innings and set